Okay, this is part 2 of the analysis of It's Still Rock and Roll to Me by Billy Joel. Part 1, we did positioning on a walking bass, C6 with a C1. If you haven't looked at part 1, there's a quick review. There's a C1. It goes into an E minor, into a B flat first inversion, to an F half, the thirds in the melody. Back to that again. Now a little burst into the build-up, I call it, into E minor on the push beat, into A minor, second inversion, back to E minor, A minor 2, and then into the descending bridge, descending verse. And then back to the bridge, back to the verse. So on the bridge, what I did was burst into G root chord, G octave second inversion, or G root, and just sing the lyric to yourself. It's kind of like, it's kind of eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter note. Then into F6, and the melody goes right down 6, 5, 3, 5. E octave into A minor 1. It's a nice balanced A minor 1. There's the root down here in an octave. Nice balanced position. There's the root chord right in the middle of the positioning, and there's the roots on each end. So that kind of shuts down the first part of the bridge, and now he goes back to the G, F6, now E7, instead of the octave, not the major 7, but the 7, one step from the octave, into A flat, second inversion. The second inversion, here's A flat, root chord, second inversion, has the third in the melody, the fifth at the bottom, and he's right there, smooth voice leading into E flat 6. It's common tone into E flat 6, which is still part of the A flat, so he just kind of shifts the inner voices, and he's got a nice movement to E flat 7, E flat 6, and then into F9, which still retains that E flat common tone and the G from the E flat 6. So it's a nice common tone movement. So the inner voices, that's moving here, and you're moving into E flat 6, and you have that common tone E flat and C, and then you're moving into F9, common tone E flat and G. Here's the dominant the dominant 7, F7, with A flat, with A diminished. There's A major, A minor, A diminished, which is a dominant 7. Plurality being you start on the third because you can reach easier up to the 9. You could start here from you never get to the 9, and you have a left hand to play the root anyway. So there's F7. The 9 is one step over the octave, that's F9. The 9 is named by what 7 you have. Here's a dominant 7, so this is dominant 9. This is one step from the octave, which is the dominant 7. The major 7 is there. That's a half step from the octave. So if you had that and you add the 9, it's called F major 9. This is F9 because of the dominant. Think of diminished dominant. And then he goes to G6 with a tremolo. Tremolo like a tremor. A trill being like that, but being close, but a tremolo is a little wider. And then a glissando, light thumb, right into the verse again. So the contrast is important. Keep it soft. Then burst a little. Back into the E minor, or you can stay up here if you want to. Then right into the now E7, A flat, and we're back home again. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. Make sure you get your positioning down, and then once you're in the correct position, you can wiggle and do what you have to do. And be aware of what the melody note is, because the melody note determines the chord position. And then the continuity, taking a couple of melody centering positions, as I call it. And you look over the entire measure, a couple of measures, you get the entire position to see if there's any common tones between the chords. That helps you pivot and move for continuity. Because all the chords are great, but if you don't have the continuity, that's what makes the music. So if you get a chance, go to the website, let'senjoypiano.com, pick up a copy of the book. You can follow along. Also, I give online lessons, so look me up there. And if there are any questions or any suggestions on future videos, write to me, email at let'senjoypiano.com. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And that's about it for now. So we'll pick it up at the next time around. So hopefully that helps you out. Enjoy. It's still rock and roll to me. And the last chord, I almost forgot, is a C6-9. There it is, C6-9. The root, the third, the 6, and the 9. So as you're coming down, it's a nice jazz type of chord, 6-9. Okay, that's it for now. Take care.